So my mind's making I'm seeing something, I think, and watch, just listen to this. I think it's interesting. It's not this part so much, it's the merging that they're going to talk about.
Sebek, also spelled Sobek, Greek Suchos, in ancient Egyptian religion, crocodile god whose chief sanctuary in Fayum province included a live sacred crocodile, Petsuchos, Greek. He who belongs to Suchos, in whom the god was believed to be incarnate.
Okay. And you see the Greeks carried on all that Egyptian stuff. And then who carries that on? The Freemasons, right? The Masons, the Moors, the society, the Moors, because they tell you that, we practice this stuff, and then we gave it to our children and white folks to hold on to until we came out of our downfall. So
Sebek may have been an early fertility god or associated with death and burial before becoming a major deity and patron of kings in the Middle Kingdom, c.1938 c. 1630 BCE. He was merged with Re, the sun god, to constitute a crocodile form of that god known as Sebek Re. The worship of Sebek continued into Ptolemaic and Roman times in the Fayum, at Kam Ombo, in Upper Egypt. And elsewhere, cemeteries of mummified crocodiles have been found in the Fayum and at Kam Ombo.
So that's what got me. I never caught that before, that he was merged with Ra, the sun god, right? I know they say Re, but we can see here, it was Ra, the sun god. And then I think it's interesting, the depiction of Ra is the falcon, right? And here's why I think that's interesting. Because my mind is thinking about Genesis, right? Where it says there would be enmity between your seed and thy seed. And here you have this thing, this is a Sobe, that's supposed to be a fertility god. Now, you know what fertility means. You know what it takes to be fertile. And then what you do with a body that's fertile. Right? And then I started thinking about Moses, right? Because I've always thought, out of all the ways that they got rid of the children of Israel, the sons of Jacob, they threw them in the river. Why? You have other people that were cannibals. You have other people that taught the Hebrew people to pass their children through the fire. They took them and threw them in the river. Why? Could it be that at this time the Sobe was merged with Ra, and he was the head deity? And this is that a portion of it showing up, the enmity between her seed and its seed. And that by throwing them in the river, they're also sacrificing them to a Sobe, Ra. The same way all these cities here in North America have zodiacs in them. And when you die in these cities, it's like you're being sacrificed to the god of that zodiac sign or goddess. And then I think it's interesting too. I don't know what the purpose is of a Sobe eating Osiris. I don't really care. I just found that interesting when I was looking for information about him. The thing I care about is that the fact that he's a god of fertilization. Because does that mean then you're taking the seed of a crocodile, a reptile, and putting it into the seed of woman? The womb of woman, the womb of a woman, and producing an offspring. A reptile, and don't forget, there's reptiles that have the ability to blend into its surroundings, right? Think of the chameleon. Think of some of the geckos and frogs that change to look like its surrounding. Think about the octopus, right? The octopus has, I think it said 7 different genes that cannot be explained. They're not connected to any other animal of any kind on Earth. So you cannot say evolution, right, happened the way it happened if you also have octopus who have genes that are not related to anything else on Earth. That breaks that chain of, oh, you came from a fish that learned to crawl on land as a rat, and that turned into a dog, a horse, or a pig, and then a horse, and then an ape, and a man. No. Now with the octopus, it blows that all out of the water. So here, I'm wondering what was really the purpose of them merging Ra with a Sebek. Because doesn't that make you think about how the chicken, is supposed to be a dinosaur? Like was it the Tyrannosaurus Rex in modern time? How they say the birds are closely related to reptiles, and they're related to dinosaurs. That's what I thought about when I seen that. When they say that and they're doing that, is it attributing it back to something that happened here that we don't understand because we don't have the information yet? So that's what I wanted to share right there. I just thought that was interesting, and I thought it was weird.